Hello and welcome into the world's realest podcast. Because keeping it real can go wrong, and we typically do that quite a bit and fall right off the rails. But we are into it tonight because it is officially game week. The season is here. The off season is dead. We're going to bid it farewell here very quickly. But boys, how we doing?
Doing all right, man. Excited. First game of the season, ready to go.
For
Word.
this podcast, I'm doing pretty well because I'm excited. The next podcast, I don't know. We'll see.
Was it Fumble Tide, Fall Tide? I don't know which one we're going with, but I'm not on that podcast, so I'm not going to even go there. Anyways, jumping into final thoughts on the offseason. Thank goodness it's over. There is nothing more miserable than the offseason. The only perk for the offseason is it's summertime. That's one thing I like there, and the Reds are semi-relevant. But anyways, what do you guys think about the offseason? Anything left you want to talk about, or are we sticking a fork in this bad boy?
I think that final off-season, just let's play some football. Let's just. I can't wait. Sunday, 1:00 on Fox, ready to play some football, ready to watch.
Yeah, I'm right there with you guys. I think that I'm ready for the boys to start showing some consistency. I'm ready to go out there and see them play. The lingering concern of the offensive line, especially the right guard position, is still there. But at the end of the day, they're going to go out there. They're going to show us what this team is actually made of. The positive note is everybody's got to prove it energy. So that's what I'm excited about.
I mean, I would just go ahead and say this was the okayest offseason we could have ever hoped for. There wasn't anything great. I mean, yeah, like, hey, you signed Jamar and T. Well, that's a little bit late, but we've already killed that horse many times. Trey got re-signed kind of. Okay, well, who cares? But nothing terrible happened, but nothing overall great happened. It was a very solid B minus C plus, and we'll take it. You know what? I'll take it as long as it translates to success on the field. So Zach, take us away with our next thing.
Well, that leads us into the two signings that we had this week. We picked up Dalton Risner, or Risner. I don't know. I still don't know how to pronounce people's names. He's a proven guard. He's durable, strong pass protector. So it looks like he's, according to the depth chart that came out today, he's going to back up behind. Oh my gosh! Let's see again.
Patrick.
I don't know names. Yeah, Patrick.
Lucas
Patrick. There you go. See, if only I came prepared to these things. But the other signing that we did was to the practice squad, and that was Mike Pennel. He's a big body run stopper, and apparently he's going to start on the practice squad and eventually get trickled into the game flow as the season progresses, as long as he is contributing on the practice squad. So pretty excited for that, especially since we got to take him away from the Chiefs. Anybody that's not on the Chiefs that wants to come to Cincinnati and actually bring this city, town, whatever community that we are, a Super Bowl, I'm here for it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the signings, I have no complaints. I think Risner's a good signing. People are all mad that he's not starting over Patrick. He just got here. Let's not throw him in week one. Let's give him some time to understand what the playbook looks like. And our offensive line aficionado, I know he has some comments on this, so go ahead.
No, what's the whole point of throwing a guy into a brand new scheme week one? You have somebody who is, we'll call him decent. We won't call him good. I mean, he's better than having nobody there. And you throw somebody who doesn't know the blocking schemes, you don't know the plays. I mean, yeah, he's an adult. He can go read through everything, but at the end of the day, he needs some practice time. He needs some work in practice.
The good news is we did not bring back Bobby Hart. That's the good news. And if that would have happened, I would have gone from any kind of optimism to just tank the season, bring in the bulldozers, turn this place into a parking lot, going full Major League 2 on this one because Bobby Hart, if you guys do not remember how much we ragged on him, go back and listen to when he was here Look at our gift game, which was very crappy because we didn't have a social media person at that point. So it was me, and I'm not. It's not my forte. It's that guy wearing the cool jersey that he designed. Show that bad boy off.
It's even got my fancy little name on the back.
But bam, we can customize those if anybody else likes them. So just give us a shout. We'll get you one of those. It's cool. But anyways, Nick, go with season predictions here.
Season predictions. I mean, obviously, week 1 we got the Browns, right? That should be a no-brainer. We should just trounce them.
Well, you gotta give us the shout outs here. We're doing the wins or losses, man. Come on.
You know, I mean, what do y'all think?
I'm gonna eat a dub.
Oh yeah.
So 3 dubs. Gonna record this and give the best right.
100%. We should win week 1 without a doubt. Week 2, Jaguars, playing them at home. First game of the season at home. It is a 1:00 in the afternoon game. I think we're all going to agree on that one. I think we all agree. 100%. Now, I think this is where we're going to wind up we're going to be mixed all over the place. The Vikings, week 3 in Minnesota. I want a W. Obviously, I want a W. But are we going to be able to withstand 3 games in a row? I'm going to say W.
I mean, to be fair, who's the quarterback in Minnesota right now?
J.J. McCartney, coming off an ACL tear, by the way, or meniscus tear.
Who that guy is? He sounds like a bad country singer. So I'm definitely going to say win.
See, he's still unproven. We don't like unproven. As an organization, we just don't. So I'm going.
Ooh.
I'm not going to go there yet. I'm not going to go there yet. Now, week 4, Broncos are playing in Denver. I say we got a dub. What say you guys? Oh, yeah.
There's going to be some fall off. I feel like Bo Nix is a punk. I feel like he had a good rookie season because everybody thought he was crap in college and moved around to 15 different universities. So he's just not going to do well. Sophomore slump's going to be real for him because he's like, 35 at this point? He's in college forever.
Week 5, we're playing the Lions and we're playing them at home in a midday game, 4:25. I'm going to let you guys go because I think we're all going to agree on this one.
Go ahead, Zach. What do you got?
I'm going to go 3 straight losses.
Yeah, like I said, I think we're all going to agree on that one. I think that's going to be the humble me game.
Yep.
I think we're coming back week 6. Me, I'm going to give my prediction first. I think the Pack, we're going to win. Right? We're going up to Lambeau, but I think we're going to bring home the dub. What do you guys think?
Man.
You're going to say 4 losses in a row?
Great losses?
It's gonna be close, and it pains me to say that because I don't care for this Packers team, but they did just get Micah Parsons, and he's gonna be moving and grooving by the time he gets there.
Okay, but Jordan Love's suspect. I'm sorry, I don't care what anybody says. He's good, but he's suspect.
I agree, but so is our defense. So is our secondary. Our secondary is still suspect. A suspect can beat out a suspect.
Yeah, I'm just saying what Micah Parsons, now he is a game wrecker, and he can make a lot of things happen, but he's basically all they got. So, oh, well.
I hope I'm wrong, because that's 2-4.
Yeah.
Now, we're back at the if we're going based off of Burnsy's predictions right now through week 6, all right, this is the slow start that we've been trying to avoid. if we're going based off of Casey and I, we're 5-1.
It's going to be a good day. Good times.
That's a good season. That's the start that we want. So we're going to hope and pray that Casey and I are right, because just going to be honest with you, we don't agree very often.
That's why we're all depressed. That's all I'm saying. If Zach is correct, we're all depressed. So
yeah, we're going to have some pretty interesting podcasts. Listen in. Week 7, playing the Steelers at home. I say we take it at home. I think the dub. That's 6-1 for me.
This one's hard just because they historically suck against the Steelers at home.
It's Thursday night football too.
Ooh, now see, that makes it more interesting because they've won the last 2 Thursday night games against the Steelers. We had the Finley game, and then last year that was Thursday night, or was it Saturday night when they played them? Saturday night.
It was Saturday for that one, and then the Finley game was actually Monday Night Football.
Monday night. Dang. Okay, I can't remember. But prime time, I guess I should say.
When we play prime time against the Steelers, we win with Burrow.
Old man Rodgers.
He's going to be hurt by week 5.
I think this starts the new train.
All right. So Casey and I, we're 6-1. Zach is 3-4. Now, week 8, we're playing the Jets. It's scheduled for a 1:00 game on Sunday. But I think this one's going to be interesting. Because it's the Jets. Historically, we haven't really played too well against the Jets, if my memory serves me correct. I think this is a surprise loss.
Frickin' Mike White.
I think this is a surprise loss.
Good Lord. Who's the Jets quarterback now?
No clue.
It's Justin Fields.
Hey, maybe
we're going to lose.
Run this time.
We're going to lose.
I'm going to take a W.
Call the win.
Hey, we're back to 500.
Hey, now we play the Bears on Sunday, November 2nd, week 9. Supposed to be at 1:00. I think we easy take the W. Casey, obviously you're going to agree with this one. I'm just going to go past week 10, which is the bye.
Nope,
Get out of here.
That's the surprise game. You're going to get snuck up on, and that's the surprise.
No.
I don't think Caleb Williams is an NFL quarterback.
He's going to be hurt, and whoever their backup is going to have a Mike White game.
What is it, Benet or whatever his name is? Bagnet?
All I'm saying is that's the one that's going to be sneaky. They're going to be expecting the Jets to be the sneaky team this time around. And somehow the Bears with the backup quarterback are going to expose our secondary for the garbage that it is. And that's how it's going to look.
So anyways, now that Casey brought the mood down, week 10, week 10, bye week. I think we win that week. Because I think that week the Steelers are going to lose, and I think that week the Ravens are going to lose. So we're going to win because by default, them losing, we win. Anyways, week 11, speaking of the Steelers, we're playing them at home at 1:00 on a Sunday.
We're playing
we're playing in Cincinnati.
Oh,
wait, at Pittsburgh. At Pittsburgh. I'm sorry, I can't read.
Yeah, that's a win.
We're playing at Pittsburgh.
That's a win.
I don't know.
We play better at Pittsburgh than we do in Cincinnati against Pittsburgh.
That is also true.
But we always split with Pittsburgh. I don't remember winning both games.
Was it? I know this is the season we don't like to talk about, but in 2015, didn't we go 6-0 against the division?
We did, but then we got we're just not.
We don't have to talk about the playoff game.
Let's not go further than that.
So
I think week 11 was a loss.
So it's my side on W's.
In Pitt, I think it's going to be a loss. Patriots week 12. We're playing them at home, our house. All right, in the jungle. That's a W.
This is the makeup for last season.
It better be.
So Thanksgiving game, week 13 against the Ravens, Thursday night football. Bengals in primetime.
Where are we
Bengals in
playing?
primetime. We're playing in Baltimore.
That's right.
I think primetime away on Thanksgiving, I think we win.
I
I'm
hope
sorry.
so, but historically not.
Yeah. Casey, what's my record right now? What do I have them at? 7-4?
Yeah. Yeah, you got 4 losses on there, so yeah.
I'm gonna take the L on this one. I think we're 7-5 right here.
Now, I think we're going on a streak. I think we beat the Ravens in Baltimore on Thanksgiving. Once I heard we were playing Baltimore on Thanksgiving, I knew we were winning. Anyways, week 14, the day that will live in infamy, against the Bills. At the Bills. Think it's going to be a cold one. Think there might be some snowflakes. I think Joe Burrow plays well in snowflakes. We got the dub. He owns Josh Allen. And
Bills Mafia has been running their mouth a lot lately about Joe Burrow and the Bengals and things like that. So, just for the sake of argument, I'm also going to go W. That's 8-5 for me.
I mean, my question is, when was the last time that Buffalo went to a Super Bowl?
94?
Really, really long time ago. I mean, has to suck to lose 4 in a row. Just saying.
Then week 15, play against the Ravens. And we play them at home this time. And it's a 1:00 game. I think we come out on a win as well. Week 16, playing against the Dolphins in Miami on a Sunday night. Man, how come we can't play a freaking home game when it's on primetime?
So all I'm saying is, if anybody wants to fund our trip to go to this game live, I am all for it. I am totally for that. I will go to Miami in December.
I have the 22nd off. I mean, it'll be my first plane trip.
Oh, Nick is willing to get on a plane.
I will go on a plane to watch Tua get leveled. Hopefully not a really bad injury after it, just enough to get him to actually retire.
Is that 3 wins across the board there? Okay.
Oh yeah. Week 17 against the Cardinals. I think that's a dub.
Should be, yeah. I mean, the only reason I'd see it maybe not being is because we're in a position where we can't make it any further than we are. So for the 1 seed, the 2 seed, wherever, if the seeding is set, then that'd be the only way we lose the game, is if we're resting starters. But I don't think we're going to be resting starters. I think we're going to be fighting for the 1 seed. So I'm going to say win.
I think week 17 we clinch with that win. And I think that week 18 means absolute nothing. And I think that Jake Browning goes out, throws for 500 yards and like 40 touchdowns, and we just destroy the Browns with our second team offense.
What's week 17?
That was the Cardinals.
Cardinals.
Oh, I'm sorry. I lost count.
So I think week 18, we've already clinched the number 1 seed overall. We're playing home until we get to the Super Bowl. And I think that we take the Browns, even with our backups. I think our backups are better than the Browns starters. Take out Myles Garrett, our backups are better than their starters.
I think it's going to be the Jake Browning and Shador Sanders game.
And I think Jake Browning is going to own him.
Best backup in the league.
JB6, the man, the myth, the legend, as the backup. So, Casey, what?
Yeah, I'm tallying it up here. Keep bull crapping for a minute. Give me some runway to do math. I have a Bill County public education.
So,
just like us.
Long story short, obviously, I think that we're going to have a heck of a season. First and foremost, because like I said a few weeks ago, I made this crazy prediction that maybe Al Golden is just this absolute defensive mastermind that didn't want to show any of his cards and wanted people to completely underestimate the Bengals defense. And I wasn't the only person who thought about it, but I was the first person who said it. Thank you very much. Come again. Anyways.
All right, so tallying it up here at the end. So we have Zach being the most pessimistic at 12-5.
No, I'm cautiously
Pessimistic. Cautiously pessimistic.
Then Nick and I are both at 14-3, and that's from taking it game by game. Because when I really came into thinking about this, without thinking of it holistically, I would have thought the Bengals record holistically would be a lot closer to 11-6, 10-7, somewhere in that range. So to come out at 14-3, I'm like, am I just all in on optimism today? Because could it happen? Yeah. But is it realistic they're going to probably be more like 10-7? So that's, I guess, if you guys want to have your game-by-game prediction, and then if you had to take it holistically without being optimistic about each individual game, what would your record still be the same? Are you still going 12-5, Zach?
Yeah, I would.
Nick, you staying 14-3?
I'm going 17-0.
That's it.
17-0. 17-0 with winning a Super Bowl, darn it. I think that JB9 and freaking Burrow is going to just destroy people, and Jamar Chase is going to have an even greater year this year. And the T. Higgins, they're both going to be vying for a triple crown. And next thing you know, the Bengals are going to be averaging 50 points a game. And if their defense can't hold the other team to under freaking 50 points, fire everybody.
Yeah. Send them all down.
If your role starts on defense, any defensive coordinator and all of that, anybody to do with the defense, gone. Just start from zero.
So I guess I'm going to go optimistically 14-3. Pessimistically with a healthy Burrow, 11-6.
Okay. Optimistically, yes. 14-3. Pessimistically, 12-5.
If you want me to be really pessimistic, I say 9-8 again, which is basically like doing 500 with, Marvin Lewis. All those years of 8-8 seasons.
Way to bring down the mood. Now I'm going to have to kick it to you to talk about captains and the conspiracy of how did this guy become a captain. Go ahead.
Which one? Who?
The person who didn't show up to practice until training camp was over, and he gets to be a captain.
I'm glad you brought that up. So, if you haven't seen the report yet, our team captains have been announced. Joe Burrow, obvious. Jamar Chase, obvious. Ted Karras, he also runs the NFLPA for the president for the team. Makes sense. Jamar Chase, did I say them? Orlando Brown.
Jamar Chase is twice a captain, apparently.
Yeah, twice. 2 times. Orlando Brown Jr. Then on the defensive side of the ball, we've got BJ Hill. He's a locker room guy. I appreciate that. Logan Wilson. That's Nick's man crush. And then, as Casey said, you don't show up to practice, you're doing a holdout, and you magically end up being a captain as you get a pay raise just a week ago. So, but let's call it a spade a spade. Trey's always been a leader on this team, even when he finally showed up to practice and was, doing his thing, holding in. He was showing Shamar Stewart how to do certain things and how to get better. So I think he deserves to be a captain. So there you go. C's on the chest for all 7 of them.
I'm going conspiracy theory here because why not? Because Trey talked about, I want to be a captain when he was holding out. So I'm guessing that's what the Bengals dangled in front of him. If you just sign this gosh darn piece of paper, we'll make you a captain. He's like,
apparently it wasn't in the contract, though.
Well, it didn't have to be in the contract. It's one of those napkin deals, just slide it over, just sign it and you get to be a captain.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say, just conspiratorially speaking,
Doo-doo-doo.
who cares?
It's true.
Seriously, who cares? We know Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase are the captains. Ted Karras, obviously, is a captain. Logan Wilson and BJ Hill, that's our 5 captains. That's it.
And then a pity captain.
Well, I think you got OBJ too. So I mean,
Yeah, I mean, he's a good locker room guy. He's a good offensive line leader. But I
hey, at
mean,
least he protects Joe.
he does. That he
I
does.
like Orlando Brown. Okay, he's funny. I love his Facebook and Instagram reels. They're hilarious. But like on the field, performance based, locker room, like hype. Obviously, those 5 guys are your real captains.
Better be 2021 Logan Wilson because he was crap last year. Anyways, that's pessimistic and not nice. Let's move into
Look at who he had to lead. Right, BJ Hill was hurt. Trey Hendrickson was the only other person that could perform.
All right. Well, I'm not going to go into a leadership rant here because this is not that podcast. Maybe you come into my other podcast and listen. We'll get on to a leadership rant, but not here. All right. So jumping into it, we're going to look at the Cleveland Browns. I hate the fact that I'm even partially worried that we could lose to the Browns. You would say it can't happen. There's no way. But we
It's the
lost to the
Browns.
Patriots last year, and we historically suck against the Browns. Is there rain in the forecast? That's one of my questions. But I remember last time they did an opener in Cleveland, there was rain, and Joe Burrow apparently can't throw in rain. I don't understand how that happens from a guy who played high school football in the Midwest, but I don't know.
Well,
But
Cincinnati's supposed to be sunny.
Hopefully that means Cleveland is, because I don't know. Just if we lose to the Browns week 1, I think all of our heads are going to explode because it just means we are right back in the crap again. Like you're going to be a game down in the division. You're going to have to claw your way back up against a team, and you're losing to again a team that's probably going to win 5 to 7 games. Generously saying 5 to 7 games is how many they'll win because they have one of the greatest defensive players in football, but they have nobody else. The defense is pretty good, and then the offense is who's going to throw the receivers the ball.
Hot garbage.
Deion Jr. or a geriatric Joe Flacco. You take your pick.
Well,
So, Sunday, September 7th, in Cleveland, generally sunny, high of 65. But kicker, winds 10 to 20 miles an hour. West-northwest winds.
That's fun.
to quote Coach Thompson, don't leave it up to the kicker.
Yeah, exactly. Never leave it up to the kicker. Yep. It's a good call.
No offense to our kicker.
Yeah.
From high school, good guy. Mistakes happen.
Huh. You never.
It was almost 20 years ago. We've moved on past that.
Yeah.
We love
I
you,
hope so.
Brian.
I
Hope you're
so.
doing well in the Marines or whatever you decided to do with your life.
I'm
Not
just saying,
listening to the show.
That's a good philosophy. Is to never leave it up to a kicker. It's just not a don't put all your eggs in that basket. Win the game with your offense.
So, like Casey was alluding to, historically, since we've had Joe Burrow, we have struggled against the Browns, especially in Cleveland. It doesn't make sense to me. Can the O-line hold up Myles Garrett? I think they can do pretty well, especially if they're keying him. Because, I like Casey said, I don't know who else is on that defense. Offensive side of the ball, obviously Joe Flacco is going to be the starting quarterback. Dylan Gabriel's the number 2. So unless he gets hurt, we're not getting a rookie quarterback in week 1. Quinshon Judkins from Ohio State, I don't know if he's even going to get the play. They don't have Nick Chubb, which thankfully. He's out of the division now. They got Judy still. What else do they have? In Njoku as well. Okay. So I got two guys I got to worry about on offense. Defense, you got one guy, maybe two. I think it's going to be all right. I think Joe Burrow is going to go out there, maybe throw for 369 yards, 5 touchdowns.
I like it. I'm hoping that's what it is, but I mean, if the defense can't get a pass rush on a guy who literally can't get out of the pocket, I'm pretty sure he's older than us, right? Flacco's older than us,
Oh,
yeah.
He's
So
like 42.
he's older than we are. He can't get out of the pocket. If you can't get a pass rush on a pure pocket passer, then man, we are going to have a long season.
He's 40.
Yeah. Nick,
I'm
any
not
thoughts
there
on the
yet.
Browns?
He's not much older than us, but he's older.
He is, but he is.
Not by much. I mean, if Trey Hendrickson doesn't get like 3 sacks, and that Joseph Asai doesn't get 2 or 3 sacks, and Miles Murphy doesn't get like at least 1 sack, we're doing something terribly wrong. But we have to get them the passing downs. We have to get them the passing downs.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see if we have a rush defense, because so far I've not seen one. I hope we do. I mean, but hope's not a strategy. We've talked about that here before. This is probably the most worried I've been going into a season in a long time. Even I know Burrow's been healthy all off season. You know, we got all the weapons. We got Trey. We got everything going right. And this is kind of meandering into my closing thoughts here, I guess, a little bit. So moving into our next segment, closing thoughts brought to you by Jack's Awesome Jersey and other Talkin Bengals gear. Anyways, I digress, but there's no excuses. There's not a Joe Burrow wrist injury. There's not a hamstring. There's not, we're missing key players holding out or anything crazy like that. The whole team's here. This is the team we decided to play with on defense. This is the little, upgrades we made on the offensive line. So if we can't perform and beat a not good Cleveland team, I won't call them bad yet because you never know. They could be okay at the end of the season. But a not good Cleveland team, when you need a win to start the season, that's bad. It's very concerning.
Oh, yeah.
So, Nick, what are your closing thoughts?
I mean, my closing thoughts are just simply, we need to go out. Joe Burrow needs to throw for like 800 yards and break all records in one game and get the ball out of his hands with a 3-step drop. Help his offensive line out. Not be trying to hit the deep ball every play. Jamar Chase on those quick little 5 outs, those 5 and outs or slants across. T. Higgins, Mikey G. He's got all these targets. Use them and do the quick hitters. 5 and dime them down the field.
Like it. Burnsy, plug the socials and give us your thoughts.
All right. If you don't follow us anywhere yet, be sure to check us out at Talkin_Bengals on all your favorite social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTokies, the YouTubes, Threads. They don't get as much love because they're a nightmare to try and schedule things with. But I digress. My final thoughts. This is our window, guys. And our window is getting smaller and smaller for that Super Bowl that we want while we have Joe Burrow, while we have Jamar Chase, while we have Trey Hendrickson, T. Higgins, you name it, right? This has got to be now. We've got to stay healthy. Leaders have got to lead. And we've got to set early wins early in order to feel comfortable about the onesies and twosies that we know are going to happen down the stretch. So if we get a jump on it early, I'm happy. And that's what everybody's been preaching since we lost in January and we won in January but missed out on the playoffs. at 9-8. So win early, win often, and we'll be fine.
And so to close on a positive note, I'm hoping that this is a great September for Cincinnati sports, period. Like to see the Reds go on a streak and, sneak into the playoffs and make it interesting. And the Bengals could maybe, in September, 4-0, 3-1, somewhere in that range. That'd be great. That'd be exactly what we're looking for. So thank you for joining us. We will see you next week. If you haven't heard about it yet, tune into our other podcast, Talking College for that. I can't talk tonight. Talking college football. Tune in, watch it. These guys do a great job. Support them there, give them some love, and we will see you guys hopefully after a Bengals win. Hoo day.
Hoo day.
Eat a dub. Hoo day.